My name is Nick Miller, and I build race cars and hot rods. I have been welding and fabricating for about 5 years now. Welding is just the art, the form of putting the two pieces of metal. Fabrication is the thought, the design, the production of a part or a product that you have thought of or want to build. Or a lot of the times when someone asks me what I do for a living, I'll be like, yeah, I weld. Because it's kind of hard to explain that, oh yeah, I took this 1977 F-150, I built a frame, I set the suspension up, I built and designed all the parts, all the engine mounts, all the suspension in a program, and then I cut it all out, I made everything fit, I made everything within 1/10 of a degree, and here it is. But it's easier for me to say I weld. Welding and fabrication, I mean, they're so closely intertwined, but yeah, I love both. I love to do both of those things, but I really love to just be creative and build with what I do. So I always liked woodworking. I was into woodworking for a while. I remember in the shop we're in right now, we were, me and a buddy of mine at the time, where he brought his truck over and wanted to make this bull bar type of deal just in the back of his truck. And he was like, can we make it out of metal? And I was like, oh, we can try. I mean, I know wood stuff, so how hard could it be? And I remember it was July 3rd, and we stayed up all night building this bull bar. The welds were terrible, the fabrication was terrible, and I remember after that thinking, I kind of like this welding and fabricating. Maybe I'll start trying to pursue it as an actual career or interest. So I went from Virginia after high school to Pennsylvania to California, and then in between those times I took a little bit of break, maybe a month or two, but it was basically Pennsylvania to California, California to Florida, Florida back to Virginia. So I got home in 2023, the beginning of 23, I moved home from Florida. And I worked at that shop till April. For a while there, I was thinking, yeah, I'll stay in the shop, I'll work and get my name out, so maybe one day I can open my own shop. And that worked for two and a half years. Now those 2.5 years were kind of rough on me. I've always had just kind of stomach issues and pain randomly. And I remember I was working in the shop one day in April. I was building a roll cage for a side-by-side. And I just felt something in my side, just like it was hurting. Went to the doctor and they're like, oh yeah, you have appendicitis. Your appendix is about to blow up. And so got the surgery. Again, nothing major. A lot of people have appendicitis and get that or whatever, but that wasn't the biggest part. The biggest part was after. Ever since then, and I have this to this day, I have had pain everywhere. I mean, I no longer have pain in this area like I used to. I have pain everywhere in my stomach, my upper chest, my arms. Like, it makes you lose hope sometimes when you wake up and you want to do what you want to do, but you just don't feel like it. And I mean, to a lot of people, I mean, I walk around normally and I talk to people normally and I look normal, but I mean, I have just learned to mask the pain that I have. I remember when I got my appendix removed and I was having all that pain. I remember I was in my bed and I was just felt overwhelmed with pain, and I was like, Lord, I cannot keep doing this. And I have the boring testimony of grew up in the church and got saved when I was young, but I remember kneeling beside my bed and I was in tears. I'll be vulnerable. I was in tears, and I was like, Lord, I can't do this without you. Please, please come into my life and be my savior. And yeah, I mean, it's never easy. It's never easy. Jesus will make your burdens light if you put them on him, but Jesus never said it was going to be easy. There's a guy that I had followed for a while on Instagram. His name was Riley, and he's got a decent following. He's a pretty well-known chassis builder, and last year in March, he put on his Instagram that he was looking to hire because his workload was just too much. Only problem was he was all the way in California, and finally got the opportunity to move out there after everything happened. I had now had a fiance. But yeah, moved back to California. It was about the beginning of April to the end of September. This time it was a little different. It wasn't because I didn't like the shop. It wasn't because I didn't think it was the right work environment. It was more so because of, it's the West Coast and I'm from the East Coast, so everyone that I know and love is on the East Coast, and I'm just out there alone. And there was a lot of nights I'd come home and be like, this is what I love to do, but I need to be home near my fiance, near my family. It was hard, but at the end of the day, there's more important things. Oh, the angel of Emma. We started dating at the end of sophomore year in high school, and I love her to death. She's great. She's the only person I know that can put up with me working 8 hours and then coming home and working for 4, and then on the weekends also working. Another reason why last year's California was kind of hard was right before I moved to California, I asked Emma to be my wife. And she, the angel that she is, went along with it. She did nothing but support me and was by my side in every bit of it. So I'm excited to marry her in a couple of months. I'm looking forward to finally settling down a little bit and living with her and just being with her every day. Edison was the first person that really took me under his wing and was willing to have me be slow and learn through the process. And there's a lot of people that I know of that if you asked and if you ask a question, they'll be like, man, why are you asking that question? Edison is not like that. He's taught me that to do good work takes time, but over time you will get faster at that work. And that's a very valuable thing to have in a mentor. Not only one that lets you make mistakes and isn't mad at you for those mistakes because he knows he's made mistakes, and that's really, really nice to have in someone. That you can make a mistake, they're not mad at you, they just say, okay, make another one. it's fine. Edison has probably been the biggest reason why I've grown so fast. I think starting kind of when I left for California this past year, he was like, man, I won't have anyone to take my shop over. Edison, I've been working for him for a while now, and he really likes me, so I think I'll either end up not taking over his business, but he'll end up just feeding me the work that he gets. And so I think eventually I will have my own shop. I'd say the dream is not dead necessarily. The dream has shifted from, being the best I can, which I still want to be the best I can, but I want to be the best I can, not for myself anymore. I want to be the best I can for the Lord, for Jesus.